Hello guys, this is Rotenks from Lethal TCG, and today I'll be bringing a deck profile on one of my most beloved decks of Vanguard 0. This is Majesty Lord Blaster, and well, he has finally been unleashed again. I can finally play him at pretty much full power, and I'm actually so excited. I think I haven't had this much fun in 0 playing this deck as I have before, so I'm just really giddy and excited about this. So yeah. First, let's begin off with the deck profile. I'm not going to go into any pre-rambling, I just want to get straight into the deck profile into some games. I love this deck too much. So first, let's begin with Wingal Brave. You see, before, to you wee lads who have joined recently, before, MLB was an absolute menace to society, choking limit break decks at 3 for way too long and being too good. So, you know the reason they hit the consistency, which was Wingal Brave. He went from what he is currently now, which is when his attack boosted, that it boosted a blaster. You can CB1, put him to soul and search any blaster you wanted. They were like, that's too consistent, let's get rid of that. He was now CB2, put the soul and search a grade 3 or above blaster, which is pretty bad. It's like, would you want to search an MLB for CB2? No, not really. Would you want to search an Exculpate for CB2 and then CB3 for Exculpate? No. Why would you do that? Just use King of Knights at that point and just get a free Blaster Blade Spirit and CB1 to kill a rear guard. That's a CB4 play, which does better things. So yeah, just a super nice change to just give MLB players back their beloved dog of, you know, consistency. And well, let's get right into the grade ones now. We have our Knight of Reform Latinos, which is an on-plays Soul Blast 2 draw 1. Just a really good type of card that all clans just benefit greatly from. Like, Pale Moon I think would also benefit from Soul Blast 2 draw 1 as well. It's just that good of an ability, especially in 0, where draw is pretty hard to come by for a lot of decks and you no longer draw from drive checks. So just this is an amazing card for MLB. You can Soul Blast out your non-blasters, which is normally your grade 1 or your grade 2 ride, and your Wingal and maybe your exit if you rode that for some reason, and just get a lot of advantage off that. And it just uses the soul before, say, your Exculpate races it all. So it's just a really nice card to have. And next we have our boy K, finally back and even better than before. This man, 10k booster, super nice. Well, 10k attacker, not booster. If it was also a booster, that'd be kind of insane. But well, he's a 10k attacker and there's nothing wrong with that, especially with Blaster, because there is some synergy I'll go over later with Exit with this. So yeah, oops, there we go, we have PG1, I'm sorry for that, I'm just too excited. So we are on PG1 because we are not restricted by any means of limit break, so we are able to get choked gladly. The only disadvantage of this is, say we want to gimmick on Exculpate, we can get choked out of that, but that's Exculpate, who gives a shit. And then, well, next we have 4 Lien. This is a classic 4 that has been in decks since the dawn of time, just filtering for extra consistency. You can never go wrong with consistency. And Lien gives you that, especially in a deck like MLB, where you need 3 pieces by your turn 3. Now we're going to go into the grade 2s. First, we are running the Seeker 10k. The reason why we're running the Seeker 10k is because, well, we need something to search off the exit that we do run. And running Blaster Blade Seeker is not that efficient, because it's a 9k and we don't really need that on-place retire because, well, once we get to Exit I will explain more in detail. But yeah, we are running the 10k instead of, say, Blaster Blade Seeker because we don't need it. And the reason why we're running 3 of it is because thanks to our Wingal Brave, we no longer need to have 4 or 3 Trumpeters anymore. We are able to run 2 again, like before, because this deck just gets such a big consistency boost from Latinos, just Wingal Brave existing, and well, you know, you run essentially 8 Blaster Blades through Gansort. So this deck has become a lot more consistent, where you can get away with only running 2 Trumpeters, because well, you also don't want to be using Trumpeter too much because of the heavy CV restriction. It's just a card nice to have. If I wasn't running Exit, I would probably run 3 Blast Blade Spirits instead, because there's the synergy of using Trumpeter to call those out and have essentially a CB3 retire 1, which, while expensive, is some of the best retiring you can do in Royals, unfortunately. And then, well, next we have, you know, Blaster Blade and the obligatory 1 of each art. And well, you know, on play CB2, retire a grade to a higher. Everyone's been through this song and dance before. And then we have Blaster Dark. 4 of it. I do not run the ult arts because the ult arts are ugly. So yeah, you know, we don't care about the writing skill, but Vanguard on plays CB2 retire rearguard can come in clutch when you're getting rushed by, say, like a Shadow Paladin and you have all your pieces ready. You go, hey, no, get out of here. Kill that Judge Bell. And now let's head to the Great Freeze. We have Exiv. Now I'll start to go over, and Exiv will be a bit of a long talk, so yeah. Exiv, we run Exiv because, well, the Things Saver MLB gimmick, it's not that good, it is inconsistent, we don't get to use Ladanos, so we lose out on that draw power, and it just conflicts with Ladanos, which is too good of a card, man. You can't not use Ladanos. So yeah, you just run Exiv instead because Exiv also has the ability to gain a crit if you have 5 rearguards, which isn't hard to do. So it's just 2 forms of crit Vanguards you have, and also thanks to our Exiv skill where you can CB2 to call a Seeker and give it the ability to not be retired by effects. That is the reason why we run the 10k, so we can just, alright, lead you with Exiv, CB2, call the 10k, have a full field. This grade 2 cannot be retired by your effects, and also I can now have a 2 crit Vanguard in replacement for MLB. Just a super nice combo, as well as the reason why I said that like we don't need Blast Blade Seeker to like search or call out while on Exiv is because when you Legion with Exiv, you may use Blast Blades on place because he is still being placed on Vanguard, and he is a Vanguard skill as well. So that has some super nice synergy there. It would be kind of funny if we had a way to do that with OG Blaster Dark as well, but we do not. And now let's get onto the other card that Rose got buffed during like this mad buffing they did for September instead of during a G set, which was Exculpate Blaster. Exculpate the Blaster got a pretty good buff, where essentially he's pretty much his Fee counterpart now. After you do the skill, before he used to call a Blaster Blade as rest, but now you would ride a Blaster Blade as stand, and you would draw a card. That just makes it insanely better, just from that single draw and getting a 4th attack off. You're now able to do 4 PG checks on him when they're at 5 damage, which is pretty fucking insane. So that does exist, which is an amazing thing now. And well, I need to stop gushing over things, but yeah. And you know, just Exculpate as well, if you have a grade 3 Blaster Vanguard, you can call him down as a rearguard and he's a 13k beat stick. That's nice as well. And you know, there's also the demerit of no Blaster Blade and so he can't swing, but you're playing MLB, you're gonna get that Blaster Blade. Next we have the man, Majesty Lord Blaster. You know, this is just a classic card. In Soul, if you have Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark, he gets 2k, this is continuous, and then on attack you suck in a Blaster Dark and a Blaster Blade to get 10k for that battle and 2 crit until the end of the game. And next we have the man who has been carrying Royals since day 1, Gancelot. I am so glad they did not hit Gancelot because, in my opinion, Gancelot does not need to get hit. Sure, it's a strong card, but the thing is, it isn't breaking rolls in any sort of way. It is just being 4 additional copies of Blaster Blade, and well, after Legion, we're not going to be able to recycle Blaster Blades or Gancelots enough anymore, because Strides are going to push Legions out eventually. So I'm just glad I get to do one last hurrah with MLB at full power for Gancelot, because I know eventually down the line in G, I'm going to have to say goodbye to either Gancelot or MLB in the same deck. So this is just one last hurrah I'm able to do. So let's get into the deck profile of the fight now. So I'll see you in a bit. Angel Feather? Okay, that's kind of interesting. This is a matchup you would have a bit in a Limit Break era, and also during Break Ride I would find this a fair bit. So, well, this is a decent hand actually. We can put that back. Probably put back Trumpeter as well. Yeah, put back Trumpeter as well. And that's the MLB. We now have the entire combo already essentially. As long as we can draw another Blade or a Dark, we are good to go. There we go! We have the combo! Oh my god, I love this deck so much. It's just so consistent thanks to Brave now. So yeah, they're also playing, what's her name? Happy Smile Angel or whatever. So you know, we're just gonna use both Ganslots, given the information that we have 2 Ganslot now. So yeah. They're gonna run no, so they also, you know, this probably is just, you know, the OG Legion variant with the new Barrowtail buff where you get 5k. That is 1 PG checked, but that will not matter the moment they ride to grade 2. Oh, another Blaster Blade. Wait! They damage denied me! I was too excited about giving the combo, I just noticed. Oh! You know what? I did kind of forget damage denial existed, because, well, no one gave a shit about giving MLB damage beforehand. So we are going to have to find that Blaster Dark for a top deck. But I also don't mind doing a grade 3 turn of just solo MLB to get the crit. Well, to just get the Dark out. Because sooner or later, they're going to have to give me that damage anyway. So they should start doing it now and just give me that damage straight up. Because even then, I still believe that MLB will be able to outgame Angel Ever. Calling the grade 2 in the back, kinda interesting. I don't know the premise behind that. That is not a Blaster Dark, but however, that is a filter that we can use to find the Blaster Dark. 2 filters of Blaster Dark? Okay. So first we're gonna use, I forget his name, Leonas or whatever. MLB, listen man, you're cool, but get out of here. MLB, you're kinda cool, but get out of here. Hey! Alright, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited about playing this deck again. Wait, holy shit, we are popping off as long as they don't check a trigger. Oh, man, I'm loving this already. So we're gonna use both the Emily skills, suck it in, check a draw, get the Exive. Check a heal, you know, that didn't matter, like, I was not planning on checking that heal. Or like checking an active heal. We're gonna push on a 5, which is super good, no PG in there either. We're gonna use Brave to search out the Blaster Blade. In some case, if they're able to, you know, just hit us 4 times and give us 4 CB, we're going to be able to pop both the intercepts and just punch 3 times, which should do a devastating amount to their hand. And also, they have no drop zone. I don't think they're going to be able to Legion. So this is just an amazing game all around for us, and unfortunately a pretty bad game for them. They got pushed to 5 before riding grade 3. They don't have Legion enough. They can't multi-attack. They can, like, get out, I'd say, a piece or 2 if they wanted to. But it's fair they didn't. They're going to be hitting us once only. Not even. But yeah, once only. So, you know, we can't really do the Blast Blade pop to, like, pop a rear guard. But, oh wow, that's actually an amazing top deck. We can just PG check on once here. And just have I think double intercept set up. Like, oh my god, this is such an amazing game, and I am lost for words on how fun this has been. Like, I'm just repeating myself a lot, which I'm sorry is not great commentary. But I need to just enjoy MLB. I love this. So yeah. Let's see. And they scoop. I wish I could get a better game. But I will just take the game at that. This was probably the best way I could come back to playing MLB, and I love it. Thank you guys for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in G with another MLB deck profile. Bye bye.